A few years before I retired from the Postal Service, where I was a safety manager, I went to a farewell luncheon. One of my fellow managers, a few years younger than me, was actually following the advice that he heard on the internet or someplace about go to someplace where you love to do your job, make money. And he gave up the security of the post office, and he was going to take his money out of retirement. And he was going to invest it in this company that he had a partnership with a guy with, and he was going to make millions of dollars in new tech business. And I listened to this, and I went to the luncheon, and everybody was patting him on the back and telling him how great it was and everything. And there was a part of me that kind of wondered if that was such a good thing, because I'm kind of the flavor that it's not about getting a job that you love to do. It's about loving the job that you do. And so chasing happiness outside of your own environment sometimes creates its own issues. But he may have been onto something. Everybody thought he was going to be a success and be a millionaire, and he took his thousands of dollars from the retirement fund, and he was going to go. And he had this luncheon, a big potluck, and about 50 managers showed up, and I was there. And this one postmaster was going on and on about the purpose of life is to make money. You have to give up the time to family. You have to give up the weekend sometimes. Sometimes you got to work the 10, 12, 14-hour days, whatever it takes. It's the money. You got to make the money while you can. And I just intuitively know that just didn't feel right. And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you're one of those new age guys. Your money don't mean anything to you, Bill." He says, "When you die, I'm going to throw my money into your grave because you don't care." And as he was saying that, I had this instantaneous vision of that manager lying in a coffin in the ground. And I knew it was going to happen soon. So I told him, I says, you know, there's more to life than making money. And he made fun of me, and a bunch of the guys around me made fun of me. And I said, well, just imagine that if you only had 3-4 weeks left to live, what would you do differently? And didn't get any reaction. It was a big put down on me for even bringing the suggestion up. And I told him, I said, there's more to life than money. This is about living for others. It's for love. It's for service. Once you sacrifice time with family in those hours, you never get them back. All right. Potluck was over. Everybody left. Everybody's congratulating this guy retiring, leaving. 3 weeks later, there's a big commotion in the post office. I'm upstairs and I hear about it. This same manager collapsed in the stairwell with a heart attack. And they took him away to the hospital. And a bunch of the managers saying they were going to go visit him in the hospital and everything. And I knew he wasn't going to come out of it. He was gone. And he was. A few days later, he was gone, and ended up his ex-wife and his kids and everybody got his money that he left behind. And he took nothing with him. It was kind of sad. And then about 6 months, 8 months later, the manager left the Postal Service and told us basically we're all fools for staying there. His partner drained him of all his money and left him high and dry, and he was looking for work with no retirement. So sometimes you have to look at life a little more simply. My philosophy of life is really pretty basic. Love what you do. Love who you're with. And love where you're at. Being satisfied on the inside is more important than being satisfied on the outside. If you keep changing your exterior environment to meet inner needs, you failed. Because the outside will always be changing. So, 2 lessons there. One about the guy quitting before he really thought things out, gave up security for his family. Maybe it was a good thing, maybe it was a gamble. And the other guy and all the other managers so focused on money and success, financial success, over family time, over spiritual time, over emotional health. At some point in time, you have to realize what's your purpose in life and why are you here?